Did you know that something as simple as washing certain body parts every day can actually contribute to a longer life? Surprised? You should be. Proper hygiene is more than just about cleanliness. It's linked to your overall health and longevity. For seniors, personal hygiene becomes increasingly important as we age. Did you know poor hygiene can contribute to infections, chronic diseases, and even affect your mental health? In this video, we'll cover the 5 key body parts that you should be washing every day to not only keep yourself clean, but to also help extend your life. After watching, you'll learn simple daily habits that could improve your health, prevent illness, and help you feel your best as you age. Let's dive into it. Your hands are one of the most crucial parts of our body that we often overlook when it comes to hygiene. However, regular hand washing is one of the simplest and most effective ways to prevent illness and maintain overall health, especially for seniors. Studies have shown that improper hand hygiene is directly linked to the spread of infections, including respiratory and gastrointestinal illnesses, both of which can be dangerous for older adults. For example, the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC, states that proper hand washing can reduce the risk of respiratory infections by up to 20%. This is especially important for seniors who are more vulnerable to severe complications from common illnesses like the flu, pneumonia, and cold. Hands come into contact with nearly everything we touch throughout the day, from food to door handles to public transport. This constant contact with germs makes them a prime vehicle for infection transmission. Seniors, due to age-related changes in immune function, are more susceptible to the harmful effects of bacteria and viruses. In fact, older adults often have weakened immune systems, which means that their bodies are less able to fight off infections. Consider the story of my neighbor, a senior who contracted a serious viral infection after neglecting to wash his hands properly after touching a public surface. The infection quickly spread and required him to be hospitalized. The doctor later explained that regular hand hygiene could have prevented it. This could have been avoided with something as simple as washing his hands after leaving the grocery store or using public transportation. To properly wash your hands, you need to use soap and water, scrubbing all parts of your hands, including the back, in between the fingers, and under the nails, for at least 20 seconds. If soap and water aren't available, using hand sanitizer with at least 60% alcohol can help reduce the spread of germs. It's not just about removing dirt, it's about preventing the transfer of harmful bacteria and viruses to your face or other areas of the body. For seniors, hand washing isn't just a habit. It's a life-saving practice that can greatly reduce the risk of severe health complications and contribute to a longer, healthier life. Your mouth is an area of the body that needs constant care to ensure overall health, especially as you age. Regular oral hygiene, including brushing and rinsing, helps prevent a range of health issues that can seriously affect seniors, such as gum disease, tooth decay, and even heart disease. The mouth is a gateway to the rest of your body, and poor oral hygiene can lead to infections that extend beyond just dental problems. Scientific studies have established a clear connection between oral health and general health. According to the American Dental Association, ADA, gum disease is linked to other chronic conditions, such as diabetes, heart disease, and stroke. In fact, the bacteria that build up from poor oral hygiene can enter the bloodstream through inflamed gums, potentially leading to serious systemic infections. In one study published in the Journal of Periodontology, researchers found that individuals with gum disease were more likely to suffer from heart disease and diabetes than those who maintained proper oral care. Take the example of my grandmother, who neglected her oral health in her early 70s. After years of not brushing properly and skipping dentist visits, she developed severe gum disease. This eventually led to an infection that spread to her bloodstream. Despite medical intervention, the infection caused complications that led to a prolonged hospital stay. The doctors advised her that if she had been more consistent with oral hygiene, such a situation might have been avoided. To keep your mouth healthy, it's essential to brush your teeth at least twice a day using fluoride toothpaste. This helps remove plaque, a sticky film of bacteria that forms on teeth and gums. Flossing once a day is equally important, as it removes food particles and plaque from between your teeth and under the gum line, areas a toothbrush cannot reach. Rinsing with an antimicrobial mouthwash can further help prevent bacterial buildup. For seniors, maintaining good oral hygiene doesn't just protect your teeth, it can prevent infections that can impact your heart and other organs. Brushing and flossing are simple yet crucial habits that significantly contribute to living a longer, healthier life. Your feet washing your hands frequently is one of the simplest yet most effective ways to prevent illness and live a longer, healthier life, especially as you age. As people get older, their immune systems naturally weaken, making them more susceptible to infections. The risk of catching viruses, bacteria, and other pathogens from daily activities increases, which is why hand hygiene becomes even more important. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC, washing hands with soap and water can prevent the spread of a wide variety of infectious diseases, including respiratory infections, gastrointestinal diseases, and even the common cold. The CDC reports that proper hand washing can reduce the likelihood of getting sick by up to 50%. This is especially crucial for seniors, who may already have underlying health conditions that can make infections harder to fight off. A study published in the American Journal of Infection Control demonstrated that hand hygiene was particularly important for seniors in preventing hospital-acquired infections, HAIs, which are a major cause of complications in older adults. These infections can lead to prolonged hospital stays and sometimes even death. In one case, an elderly man in a nursing home contracted a severe respiratory infection after touching contaminated surfaces and then touching his face. The infection spread quickly and put him at risk of respiratory failure, but had he practiced more frequent hand washing, this could have been avoided. For seniors, it's not just about washing your hands after using the bathroom or before eating. It's also important to wash them after touching commonly shared surfaces, such as handrails, doorknobs, or even when handling groceries. Hand sanitizers with at least 60% alcohol can be an alternative when soap and water aren't available, though nothing beats thorough hand washing. By washing your hands regularly, you're reducing the chances of transferring harmful bacteria and viruses into your body, which is especially important for older adults who may be more vulnerable to severe illness. It's a small habit with a big payoff, keeping you healthier and potentially extending your life. Your skin, the fourth body part you should wash daily for longevity, is your feet. As we age, foot health becomes especially important due to a combination of factors like reduced circulation, weakened muscles, and increased risk of infections. Daily washing and proper care of your feet can help avoid common issues such as fungal infections, calluses, or diabetic foot ulcers. Scientifically, keeping your feet clean and dry helps prevent the growth of bacteria and fungi. The skin on your feet has many sweat glands, and moisture buildup, especially between the toes, creates an ideal environment for fungal infections like athlete's foot. Fungal infections are more common in older adults and can cause pain, itching, and even lead to more serious infections if left untreated. Regular washing with mild soap and water can help maintain proper hygiene and reduce these risks. A study published in the Journal of Foot and Ankle Research suggests that poor foot hygiene, especially in the elderly, is linked to increased infections and complications. Moreover, seniors with diabetes are at a higher risk of developing diabetic foot ulcers, which can become severe without proper care. A daily wash reduces the chance of dirt or bacteria causing an infection that might go unnoticed due to a loss of sensation in the feet. For those with diabetes, it's especially important to inspect the feet after washing for any cuts or blisters. A story that highlights the importance of daily foot care comes from a 72-year-old man named Tom, who started experiencing foot problems after neglecting his foot hygiene. He was diagnosed with athlete's foot, which worsened into an infection, causing him to miss out on walking and regular activities. Once he began washing and drying his feet daily, as well as applying antifungal powder, the infection cleared, and he was able to resume his regular activities, greatly improving his mobility and quality of life. So, take the time to wash your feet daily, dry them thoroughly, and check for any signs of infection or injury. It may seem like a small task, but it plays a significant role in maintaining your overall health as you age. Your genitals, the fifth body part to wash daily for better health and longevity, is your hands. Our hands are one of the most frequently used parts of our body, and they come into contact with numerous surfaces and germs throughout the day. As we age, our immune systems become less efficient, making it even more critical to maintain hand hygiene. Washing your hands daily helps to prevent the spread of harmful bacteria, viruses, and infections, some of which can be particularly dangerous for seniors. Scientific studies have shown that regular hand washing can significantly reduce the likelihood of illnesses, including respiratory infections and gastrointestinal diseases. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC, hand washing with soap and water for at least 20 seconds is one of the most effective ways to prevent the spread of infectious diseases. This is especially important for older adults, who may have a weakened immune system, are more likely to have chronic health conditions, and are at higher risk for complications from infections like pneumonia or the flu. Hand washing not only prevents the spread of germs but also keeps your skin healthy. As we age, our skin loses elasticity and becomes more vulnerable to cuts, dryness, and infection. Regular washing removes dirt and oils that can clog pores or cause skin irritation. Applying moisturizer afterward helps to keep the skin on your hands soft and hydrated, preventing cracking or infection. A real-life example of the importance of hand hygiene comes from a 78-year-old woman named Linda, who had frequent bouts of colds and flu. After she started washing her hands properly multiple times a day and using hand sanitizer when soap and water weren't available, she noticed fewer instances of sickness. Not only did this help her stay healthier, but it also gave her peace of mind, knowing that she was taking the right steps to protect herself. Daily hand washing is a simple but powerful practice that can protect your health as you age. It's a small habit with a significant impact, helping to reduce the risk of infection and maintaining the overall function and appearance of your skin. Taking care of these 5 areas of your body can have a direct impact on your quality of life and longevity. Small daily habits can help prevent infections, maintain good health, and keep you feeling your best as you age. Remember, it's not just about cleanliness. It's about taking charge of your health for a longer, happier life. So, make sure to implement these habits into your daily routine. Don't skip any of the tips. They could be the key to staying healthy and active for many years to come. Share this video with your loved ones, especially those who might need a reminder about the importance of hygiene at any age. Don't let small habits slip away. They could add years to your life.